what sales really is. Okay. Sales is manipulation. Hands down, no question, no exceptions. A great salesman is a great manipulator. Okay? That is the reality. The dictionary definition of manipulation is this: to change by artful or unfair means so as to serve one's purposes. But I would take it one step further, and I would say that all communication is manipulation. Every single thing that you do and you say, you are trying to get a desired result. Even if it's just asking the checkout girl about how her day is, you're trying to brighten her mood, and in turn, having that effect on her will brighten your mood. Okay? Every little thing that you do is designed to try and make yourself happy, and you're trying to get a result with everything you do. 90% of it's going to be unconscious. You're not going to realize you're doing it, but you are always manipulating the situation. Now, I'm not saying you're using unfair means, but you are certainly using artful means whenever you are trying to get something that you want. Everything you communicate to people is to serve your purposes, and how artful and how unfair you are depends on your level of skill and your ethics. Even when you're helping others, it's only because it makes you happy. Okay, so everyone is manipulative. A good salesman is just better at it. A good salesman is a professional manipulator. Okay, that's what it is. And if that troubles your inner nice guy, that's just too bad, because in any business you're going to be in, that's what you're doing. Okay, I'm manipulating you right now as we speak. I'm selling you on buying into my authority as a personal development expert, so to speak. And I'm selling you on my insights on sales. Okay, and I'm selling you in every single article that I do. And every time you hear my voice, I'm selling you on something. All right? Now, that doesn't mean that I'm lying to you. What it means is that I'm trying to convince you of something. And in fact, I've built a business out of not lying to people, because in the personal development community, there is so much absolute generic garbage that it was my feeling that guys would welcome someone who would speak the truth. And so far, it's working pretty well. Okay? That's why I can be honest with you and tell you that sales is manipulation, because I'm not trying to sell you on myself as a sales trainer. I don't have any product that is based on teaching you how great and how fun sales is. Working in sales is fucking hard, guys, and no one likes it. And sales training is nothing but learning how to manipulate others and how to lie effectively. Okay? It is school for sociopaths. Now, everyone lies, but the average person is an amateur, and salesmen are professionals. Now, on my site, I really have to watch myself and make sure that I'm being honest, because when I'm working in corporate sales, I was not honest with my clients. I was not allowed to be honest. In advertising, I was expected to inflate our subscription numbers by 30%, and if my boss overheard me saying what the real subscription numbers were, he would take me into the back room and lecture me and tell me how that is not acceptable. Okay? And this is commonplace in almost every sales floor. Everyone is lying to some extent to your client. With RLD, I try and be as honest as possible, because I fucking hated having to do that. And I love the fact that I can, on my How to Get Laid on Tinder sales page, I can say that if you are overweight or if you're an Asian or Indian guy, you probably shouldn't buy this book, because it's not going to work for you. If I was in corporate sales, I could never, ever say something like that, because lying is part of the training and it's part of what they expect from you. Okay? And that's something that your boss and sales trainers aren't going to tell you, because they're selling you. All right? All the objection management, all the inflection training, all the closing pressure you learn is not to service your clients better, okay? It's to make their money yours. That's all you're there for. All you're there for is to get as much money out of your clients as possible, all right? That's how every sales floor is run. In every company in the world, I promise you that. Now, Manipulation on its own isn't going to get you paid. What gets you paid is solving a problem. And like everyone else, your potential client will want the best product for the best price to solve his problem. Your job as a salesman is to manipulate your client into thinking that you have the best product for the best price. Whether you actually do is just a bonus, okay? That's a bonus. Because if you're number one in your industry, you probably have the best product and the best price. But if you're number three, you don't. So you have to convince him somehow that you do, right? And usually it involves bending the truth or outright lying, because you're not the best, right? You don't have the best product. If you had the best product, you'd be number one. All right? If you're number one, then you can be honest and you can tell them the stats. But if you're number two and three, how could you possibly say that you have the best product? And it's usually not the best price. So once you've got interest, getting someone to buy from you is really just a matter of overcoming their objections, which are only but two things: trust and money. Trust that you can solve their problem, and whether your price is worth having that problem solved. How ethical you are in solving your clients' problems is up to you. But telling the truth to your clients is a luxury, and it will cost you more money. It is a luxury for me to tell guys not to buy my Tinder book. But you know what? I might lose, a couple sales a week, but the luxury is I don't have to feel guilty. Okay? When you're sneaking around and you're always trying not to get caught by clients, you don't feel good about yourself. Now because I own my own thing, I have the luxury of not having to feel guilty, because I can be 100% honest and 100% legit, and that to me is worth the money lost from bullshitting on a sales page.